Yeah, you know what I find so hilarious as fuck lately, man. First of all, I haven't been around much lately. I really haven't. I've been taking care of a lot of things. I've taking care of personal things. Family matters and whatnot. I spend time with my chick. I have time to be on the internet. But it's just so funny how some of these dickhead cocksucker dillweed motherfuckers just gotta put your name in their mouth constantly. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All you do is talk about all the semen, ABC, ABC, or shizzle. Oh my goodness. Philemon is probably so desperate for attention. I mean, you all know that pencil neck bi trying to go faggot hasn't had pussy in over a decade. Come on. Half these mother lip wristed fuck brains probably haven't got laid this year alone. I mean, come on. Some of these motherfuckers have been laid in fucking years or decades. Fucking Duckbot. The only time close he got in actually was getting a booty rub down from a go-go chicken back in '99. Yeah. Yeah. Then you got authority fucking check, Mr. fucking shit show, bitch tits. Yeah. Think he got relevant. And he's sitting there rubbing shoulders with other fucking sickos and creeps. Yeah. People like Brett, Tonic, and a few other motherfuckers. Yeah. Now he's rubbing shoulders to line himself with Philemon. Yeah. He said, oh yeah, hey, ladies and gentlemen, go get Creasy YouTube a shout out. His channel's doing great. Yeah. Our super fan doing great. Yeah. Make that make sense. Give him praise to fucking Philemon's dumbed down slap video. Hey, but that's for another time. I did find something very good that you got. Check this out. Yeah, this is from a couple years ago. But yeah, most of the time sometimes I just, smack around, the trotter troll Josh. But I'll give him this one. I'm going to give him in the spotlight a good man. Yes, trotter troll Josh interview authority bitched it. Oh, the shit show discussed himself for News Now Kitty Diddler. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Since authority bitch tits wants to bring up old shit, yeah, just like what Philemon trying to sit there say, yeah, and he keeps talking about me, so I'm a convicted artist, so that I unalive to under this girl, and it just go on. Well, let's rehash some old shit about authority bitch tits. Oh yeah, an authority check bitch tits. Man, he knew the minute he met News Night Houston Kitty Diddler, he knew all about his charges, his background, being a fucking rapist, raping woman with a gun holding it in the vagina, all that shit, being a fake cop. I mean, authority check knew that News Night Houston was being investigated for raping his own daughter, flesh and blood. Yeah. Let's get on to the show, shall we? Check this out.
And he doesn't. So you would think
if this is the real show, this guy used to do audits here. Let me check if this guy.
Yeah. First Amendment audit with a convicted rapist, Earl David Warren, News Night Houston.
I would say to my friends that dox other people, you guys are doxing people, and I disagree with that. And I'm going to condemn that, and I'm going to speak out publicly to tell you what you're doing is wrong. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do
it. Sorry, go ahead.
And I gave him every opportunity on my live stream. I actually brought him up on my live stream. And I gave him every opportunity to say, doxing is wrong, and if somebody doxed you, I will call them out and I will tell them that what they're doing is wrong. And guess what? Do you think he wanted to take that opportunity?
No.
Exactly.
I gave him the shit show. You are not friends with News Now Houston? Yo, let me send you a link then. Hold on. Let me send you a link. I'm putting on the side chat.
Oh, yeah. And I think it's so funny is how fucking authority check, but just like all these motherfuckers, they want to fucking talk about mouse, the fucking rodent. But these motherfuckers, are they going to talk about Connors, especially when Scotty helped him get his karate shop and helped him with his dojo. Are they going to talk about Newsnight Houston? No. When you bring up Newsnight Houston authority check, say, hey, didn't you audit with the fucking convicted rapist? Didn't you get arrested? Weren't you placed in the bracelets? Weren't you cuffed and stuffed back of a cruiser? And you say, oh, well, I was trying to get away. Yeah, after your buddy gets exposed, your sorry ass, you fat fuck. Yeah. Then you'd line yourself in news like him, but not before you not before you pretty much told yourself. I mean, bro, you might as well be fucking Chris Pondy, sell your soul for going cop watcher with the convicted sex offender Robert West. Oh yeah, make that make sense. Holy shit. But yeah, like I said, if you bring it up to him, he just like that. I'll explain that. Yeah. That's right, authority bitch. Shit, rage it out. Yeah, deflect. Everybody knows you. Everybody knows, and you knew what fucking track about Newsnight Houston. It's easy to look him up. Come on, it's so easy. I'm saying authority check. You're telling me you didn't do your due diligence? You didn't look at his fucking background and his charges were back then? Oh man, no, you knew about it, but you didn't even went out of the way. Then when everybody found out you went auditing with him, you got arrested. They're like, bro, you just went out auditing with a fucking convicted rapist, bro. That's not good. Yeah.
It's just for the shit show. And I know your strategies, bro. I'm not gonna get bombed, so you don't even need to try. But yeah, let me ask you about that if you're not.
Yeah, it's funny as hell, fucking Torture. Yeah, he loves it. Yeah, he loves it, porn bomb people. Yeah, motherfucker, he even porn bomb Peachy Ryder. Oh yes, he did. He did try to porn bomb Peachy Ryder. Scumbag, yeah. And he admitted it. Yeah, I'll porn bomb you where I'm out. Yeah, but is the channel, where's the channel? Still up? Doing FM radio, fucking playing Fortnite with kids and teenagers like that. Trying to take one swipe at Aaron's channel. His channel gone. Yeah, his Gomez channel, fucking 600 like that. Now he's on his PI for hire like that, and it's gonna sell his back like that. Yeah, but yeah, where's the sickle channel? Where's the sickle channel? Oh, still around. Internet killed the TV and a couple other channels up there. Yeah.
Not friends with the diddler that's currently spending 20 years in prison.
Yep.
If you're not friends with him, you might want to distance yourself from that. So I made a video. Oh, there he is. That was pretty quick. Hold on. Let me put an anti. Whoops. All right. We have the shit show on. What's up?
I'm mobile, so I can't porn bomb you if that's what you're talking about.
Oh, you can't bomb? Okay, you can't put that's all material there. All right. So okay, I made a video on the shit show. Well, first of all, he was more than happy to blast me when Kate put me on. That's cool, though. That's your right. But so if you're not.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
You've taken ownership for the shit that you did, so I don't have an issue with you.
All right, cool. Thanks. Cool. But yeah. So if you weren't friends with News Now Houston, let's just clarify for people who don't know. News Now Houston is a convicted.
Earl David Warden, a.k.a. doing 20 years for the sexual assault of his kids. Yeah. I will never support that.
All right, okay. Because, like, we saw you doing fraudits with PayPal Patty and Earl David Warden.
That's correct.
Yeah, but at that time.
Yeah. Oh, when we get done this video, we're gonna read some of the comments, and they're good. Yeah. The comments are calling authority check, authority ass crack. Oh, you're a liar. You knew about him. Oh, they're like, oh, bro, how stupid it gonna be? Do a minimum background check on a fucking a criminal record, shit like that. Fucking A.
You knew he was a diddler because this is not you.
I didn't have all the information. When I had people like Teresa Richards, Drama Dome, and a bunch of other people hand me the information and say, read the documents, I couldn't sit there and disregard it. I couldn't put it to the side. I couldn't just ignore it. You know, the documents are in front of me, and once you read the documents, you're disgusted by the information that you're given. So,
so you didn't do proper due diligence before going out with this guy.
Yeah, I know. That's what a lot of people say, and I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with a lot of what people say.
I didn't do my due diligence, and I didn't have all the information. Once I had all the information, and I was able to make a better judgment, I did make a better judgment, and I didn't go back out with those guys.
All right. Well, anyway,
So
I didn't. Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt your show. I actually have come in here before. I just don't really say a whole lot because I don't want you thinking that I'm here to take a shot at you. Once again, you take an ownership for the stuff that you've done, and I can't, like, when people do stuff like that, I can't. What's the word? I can't show you disrespect. I respect someone who mans up and says, I fucked up. And just like I did when I went out and I filmed with News Now Houston and PayPal Patty, when I went and recorded with them, I made that mistake. I didn't do my due diligence. I know who they are now, and I would never go back out with PayPal Patty, and obviously News Now Houston's doing 20 years. So as far as I'm concerned,
News Now Houston isn't going to be doing any more frauditing. But anyways, I just wanted to let you up because I accused you.
Oh, everybody knows that Fatty Cage is a frauditor.
But if you're saying you didn't know, I mean,
yeah, like Brooklyn Audits, Denver Metro, those guys, fucking Joey, frauditor.
Serial criminals.
Just like fucking piss off taxpayer, he's a frauditor.
Raping women in the 80s and kidnapping them at gunpoint.
Yep.
The guy was the police chief that did the interview thought that he was a serial killer. He thought he was. There is no
serial rapist.
No, a serial killer. Serial killer.
It was his brother as a serial killer.
How he's escalating his crime.
No. They accused his brother. Okay, there's more to the story. Yeah, you're right. There's more to the story, and there's more to what they were accusing him of. Not just, but it wasn't just him. It was him and his brother, and that's more or less where I was going with it. Okay.
Right. But him. But let me just finish. Like when he was, the chief of Pasadena was saying, when there's a missing woman, the first thing he would check is where is Earl David Warden? Because if he would find a body, he would be like, where's News Now Houston? Because that would be his first suspect in his mind, because the guy was becoming worse and worse with his rapes, and he was now like also potentially going to do something even worse. But anyways, I just wanted to give you the opportunity to say your piece, and if you want to distance yourself from him and say it was a mistake, you didn't know who they were, but then again, maybe you should have done more research, but it's all good. We're all humans, whatever.
Well, like I said, look, I'm not here to interrupt your show. I appreciate you having me up. I'll just say this. I've asked other people that have gone and wanted to join the 1A community and shit like that to do their due diligence. There's way too many sex offenders that are in the 1A community. We run into Independent Dash, First Amendment Auditor, who is still out there. You've got News Now Charlotte. You've got, there's just
hold on. Just to substantiate what you're talking about.
There's quite a few. You got people, News Now Charlotte. You got that Basin guy. You got Robert West. Quite a few out there, and there's quite a few sickos out there like that. Donald Smith, not the one in Ohio, not that one. He's called a random pit, but the News Now Vancouver, other guy. Yeah, that guy's a pretty sicko out there, sending fucking dick pics to a 12-year-old girl and shit like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, then you got BNFF. Trying into the community as well too. Yeah. That's why I've always said to say, it's like, I'd rather go audit and cop watch alone before I audit with somebody else, because I want to know your fucking record, your background, before we even kick it together.
This is who he's talking about, guys. Hold on, let me just share my screen. This is Jeffrey Russell Sutton, and he is a frauditor, and he is a registered sex offender. Absolute piece of shit. And right now he's back frauditing. So this guy's danger. Yeah. That's your community, dude. That's your community. That's what you choose to do.
Well, I can't claim that it's my community anymore. I've opted out. I have kind of gone away to do a panel show where my channel's about drama. That's what the shit show's about. My Authority Check Presents. If you go and look at it, the last time I've done a video, it's been almost 2 years since I last put a video up. Do I go out and do some cop watches every once in a while? Sure, but it's been a while. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I haven't, but there's plenty of videos that I could put up that I don't really see a need for it.
Yeah, alright, well, thank you for stopping by. Like I said, I didn't want to, I accused him of being friends with a diddler, which he was at some point, but he clarified that he didn't do his research, so there you go, man. That's the best I can do for you, because if I were caught hanging out with that guy, I would fucking scream on top of my lungs that I didn't know. I wouldn't want anybody to associate me with that guy, so there you go.
Right.
Alright, cool. So thanks.
I'll let you get back to it, man.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, thank you. Alright, so that was the shit show. That was a little bit of an interesting pit stop. But you see, guys, I'm fair. I'm 100% fair. This guy, I accused him. I was like, look, he's there with News Now, Diddler, and PayPal Patty getting arrested. And, you know, yeah, unlike, that's true, AC. Unlike when I was on Troll Mafia, I did let you speak. Man, when I was there, it was a complete gank. It was like everybody just jumping in my throat all at once. But yeah, I let people speak. So yeah, he distanced himself from News Now, Diddler. That's what it is. Like he said, he didn't do his due diligence. But yeah, when you go out and you fraud it, first of all, don't fraud it. But if the frauditors could listen to this, just, you know, if you're hanging out with diddlers, people will think there's something wrong with you too. People will think that there's something really wrong with you.
Exactly.
So anyways, he was given an opportunity to distance himself, and he took it, and there you go.
You know, another thing I'll bring up too, as well too, before we read the comment, the day that News Out Houston was, News Out Kitty Diddler, when he was at McAllen, Texas, he was actually doing an First Amendment audit with Texas Rose 956. Her name is Lynn. They were down there nearby the border by Interstate 2 down there. Then when he had a warrant for his arrest, and he got arrested for the charges like that. I'm there. Chris Ponte came out, Oregon cop watcher. He came out and was like, "Oh, we disavow David. We need to check everybody's papers." Like, whoa, hold on. I was like, "Whoa, pump the brakes, bro. Pump the brakes." You're talking about all calling News Now Houston now. You're fucking cop watching with a known convicted registered sex offender that raped an underage little girl in California, and he was doing time in there. He's got other charges up in there, but his worst was raping an underage girl, and Robert West was transferred to Oregon to serve 5 years, and now he resides still out there. I mean, he's got other charges, a litany of charges, but they're like nothing. But the one that sticks out was him being a fucking child molester. Everybody's like, "Whoa, bro, you're a cop watching when they're like that." And Chris, what did Chris do? Chris fucking doubled down and said, "Oh, no, you got it all wrong. Oh, the system fucked him over. He's trying to he's making an appeal." Like, no, Robert West can't unfuck appeal. He's on the sex offender registry for the rest of his life. Like Mouse is. Mouse is never gonna be off the registry. He's trying to get himself off the registry, and you got people like Rob Lowe and shit like that. Oh yeah, I think it's funny that duck butt, sucking huffing, and Chobik, Mr. Apollini Martini. They're all catering to people like Chuck Schumer, the guy that was kissing that little girl that was stole from Oprah Winfrey's All Girls Club. Then when Tommy Fellows busted Stanley Hershey, they're like, "Oh, they're good. Oh, we gotta set up they're like fucking bunch of idiots." Yeah, they're even go to bat for people like Rob Lowe, who wants to fucking abolish the sex offender registry up in Colorado. And he say, "Oh, it's okay to be a map, a minor checked person." Yeah, they're fucking maps. They're fucking nonsense. But anyway, like I said, Chris finally tried to double down. He said, "Oh no, Robert called a 17-year-old teen girl a slut." Like, shut up, Chris. You're such an idiot. Nobody's gonna buy that fucking shit. I mean, you just look up Robert West. It's so easy. You can look at somebody's name and see if they're on the registry, if they're on the list. Fucking David Irvin Warren's on the list, a lifetime list. But yeah, Authority Check knew he was all about a charge. He's talking about, "Well, I didn't really." Dude, I said, bro, everybody talks about all the chatter. It's not that much. And if you don't believe it, look it up yourself. Fucking my comment. It's not that hard. Yeah, crazy. Hey, let's read some of these good comments. Oh, and they're good ones too. Yeah. Oh, it's good. Oh yeah.
The Detail Show. Got good news coming.
Flip this on. All right, yeah. Here's Teresa. What a liar that guy is. He well knew who they were when he went out with them. He also knew who Earl was when he shared a lawyer with him, negotiated deals with him in court, and had lunch with him following court. He's a pathetic little man. There's way too many sex banners. D1A. That says it right there. Yeah. All ties. Yeah, someone said it costs $30 for a minimum check online. If you're going to fraud it, it's a small investment to keep your reputation in check. Exactly. No, like I said, that's why people were fucking people were raining on Chris Pontiff. I said, dude, you just pretty much signed your soul to the devil. Your reputation is garbage, bro, because you're cop watching. Then you have poor Dirt Farmer. Yeah, he fucking harbors fucking sickos, creeps. Yeah, and fucking rapists in this camp. Yeah. Yeah. Glenda Butler, the stripper, Terry McLean, BNFF, and a few other, many more. Yeah. Make that make sense. Oh, yeah. And, yeah, Flappin' Fappin' the Cone. Shit.
Finish out to the high rollers, Nicky Porter, and all the crew in Peterborough. D4 family, Ian Crook, 4. Big love to you guys.
Ooh, here's a good one. You know what? You know what's funny was? Let's read that. I find it funny. Oh, yeah. I find it funny. Shit Show was defending Tonic like he still defends fucking Tonic and Shell. He still does. And these another reason why these motherfuckers so because Kaylee, that pretty British girl, is smacking all these motherfuckers around, and she's having them just blasting around. That's why another thing they're fucking pissed. Tonic is a fucking creep, trying to pick up young girls and boys by the skate park. Yeah. Then I thought it was hilarious when Bird showed up and like at the front time. That was good shit there. Yeah. Anyway. Was defending Tonic like crazy before audio dropped. Yeah, before audio dropped, Tonic was the one who swatted that Turtle Boy. Ooh! Oh my goodness. Yeah, we remember Turtle Boy. Yeah, Turtle Boy was the fucking one making up lies about Shay Fontaine. Yeah. Then he got big said, oh, Gomez gave Shay $3,000. Tell you his biggest of your fucking business. You know, how much money that Aaron gives Shay. I said, you're just a dizzy old fucking map that ain't got shit. All right, I'm out of here, much. Peace out. Woo-wee. Found the good stuff. Oh man, this is gonna be good. Man, like I said, these motherfuckers will put me in their name. Oh, I gotta make him the news. Philemon wants to be part of the news. I'll make him around. I'll give him a couple fucking lifetimes. When shit gets better, when shit starts to settle down, like later this summer, oh, we're gonna get down and dirty. This is just a warm up, baby. All right, I'm out here. Peace out for real this time.